Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we're bringing you the top 10 strangest clouds ever seen. Some are just pretty, some are warnings of disaster looming ahead, and some are dangerous on their own. Let's get started. 10. Lenticularis. Ready to see a cloud so strange that when people see it, the first thought that comes to mind is that they're looking at a UFO? These are called Altocumulus lenticularis clouds. Contrary to popular belief, these oval-shaped clouds aren't extraterrestrial ships. What? While they do look eerie, there's a science to their appearance. Lenticular clouds appear downwind of mountains. See, when moving air faces a giant obstacle such as a mountain, it rises up over it. Gravity then pulls down and it resurges back up. Experts liken it to a car's suspension bouncing after it hits a speed bump. Lenticular clouds hover in the sky and even in the face of steady wind. 9. Mammatus Clouds. Mammatus Clouds' name stems from the Latin word mamma, which means udder or breast. Aptly named, Mammatus Clouds are hailed as one of the strangest cloud formations in history. The wild array of lumps and bulges and pouch-like protrusions can look especially spooky when it extends for hundreds upon hundreds of miles ahead. To put how they form in a nutshell, they're basically upside-down clouds that form from pockets of cold and moist air. As spooky as they look, seeing Mammatus clouds looming over you is actually a good thing. They indicated that the worst weather has passed. One of the most famous times they were photographed was in June 2012 in the city of Regina, Saskatchewan, following a storm warning and tornado watch. 8. Arcus Clouds. Seeing Arcus Clouds in the sky would have you believe you were going insane, or that some Olympian Greek gods were playing some sort of game. Also known as roll or shelf clouds, these ominous formations are associated with thunderstorms and storm clouds. There is a lot of work that goes into making one. They need very specific temperatures and weather and just the right amount of moisture in the air. You can see Arcus clouds usually forming under other clouds, such as storm clouds or cumulonimbus clouds. They rear up during or right before a storm. Before we continue with a cloud so odd and fleeting that it wasn't recognized until just a few years ago, just hit the like button to fully support us. 7. Asperitas Clouds. Next, we have a cloud so strange that it wasn't officially acknowledged until as recently as June 2015. These chaotic-looking clouds are called Asperitas Clouds, which means agitated or roughened. Truth be told, they do appear angry. Asperitas clouds consist of these dark wave formations that appear to swirl randomly across the sky. If you ever see them from below, you'll believe you are standing underneath a turbulent sea. They can be seen chasing connective thunderstorms in North America. However, as creepy and eerie as they look, they dissipate before turning to storms themselves. 6. Nacreous Clouds. You're looking at one of the rarest and highest clouds in the world. Nacreous clouds are also pretty destructive, playing a strange and central role in the ozone layer's chemical destruction. Nacreous Clouds' name is derived from the French word nacre, which means mother of pearl. They appear particularly when the sun illuminates them, and their iridescent colors seem to glow against the dark skies such as pre- or post-dawn or dusk. The reason why they're regarded as one of the highest clouds is that they form at alarmingly high altitudes of over 15,000 meters. 5. Virga Clouds. Believe it or not, this jellyfish-like cloud is actually pretty dangerous, but only if you're in an airplane. As majestic as Virga clouds look, when the sun illuminates them just right at sunset times, and when a breeze comes by and curves their tail, they spell trouble. See, they're formed when rainfall trails from the underside of a cloud evaporate before they reach the ground. As the rain evaporates, it makes the air cooler and denser than the surrounding air. A downdraft can then be produced as a result of the heavy air, which can cause an airplane to sink. 4. Fallstreak Holes. Also known as hole punch clouds, Fallstreak clouds are another culprit for UFO sightings. Other than resembling UFOs on occasion, describing them as open, fiery, and burning wounds to the sky isn't that dramatic considering how stark they appear. Fallstreak holes form when a particular patch of moisture in the sky freezes and falls suddenly. They can be made to appear even more drastic when a layer of air containing cooled water droplets is disrupted or disturbed by something like violent winds or a plane passing through, which leaves behind a hole. Fallstreak holes are alarmingly large. They can grow up to cover a staggering 50 kilometers in just 1 hour. In 2009, people were convinced that they had concrete evidence of a UFO sighting when one giant Fallstreak cloud formed over a part of Moscow. However, meteorologists were quick to point out that they were seeing an optical effect of the sun hitting a Fallstreak cloud. 3. Mackerel Sky Clouds. There is an old mariner's rhyme that says, "Mackerel sky and mare's tails make tall ships carry low sails." This rhyme is talking about mackerel sky clouds, which appear as a surefire way of a distant thunderstorm rumbling ahead. Warm winds lifting up from that thunderstorm are what form them, and they dominate a spot high in the sky. When the afternoon sun hits it just right, their underside gleams a silvery color. Most often, they just appear to be translucent and opaque. They also have thick, long lines that run perpendicular to the direction the upper wind is blowing. There is also another weather lore that says, "Mackerel sky, never long wet, never long dry." 2. Supercell storm cloud. Supercell storm clouds aren't just crazy daunting. Their appearance tricks you into believing they're harbingers of the apocalypse, or at least aliens. The truth isn't that far off from that. Supercell storm clouds are second to hurricanes when it comes to how much destruction they can cause. They rage on for hours on end, pushing by a consistent rotating updraft. For these hours, they produce violent winds, flash floods, and giant hailstones. Here's a crazy fact thrown your way. All tornadoes are associated with this rare type of thunderstorm, but not all supercell storm clouds produce tornadoes. 1. Kelvin-Helmholtz wave clouds. Is this the holy grail of clouds? The flighty Kelvin-Helmholtz wave clouds are a newsworthy phenomenon. The strange thing about them is that they appear nearly everywhere in the world and wherever they want in the atmosphere. They form when warm air meets colder and denser layers. Adding to their air of mystique, unlike a look of the previously mentioned clouds who stay floating for hours, these clouds dissipate within a few short minutes, leaving behind no trace of their cartoonish appearance. When pilots see them in the sky, they know some action needs to be taken. Their appearance is a warning sign that air is severely unstable and dangerous for aircraft. That was all for today, guys. Let us know in the comments which of these incredible and strange clouds was your favorite. Which one did you think was the strangest? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep creating videos for you. Till the next one.